My name is Jake.
Hello, Jake.
That is Nick.
That's
Andor
me.
Sapon.
Oh, Andor.
And today, Andor Sapon. And today we're talking about Andor Season 1, baby.
Yeah, we are.
Which just finished, just wrapped up. And I'm very excited to talk about it, okay? I have some things to say. God damn it, you go though. What do you think of Andor, Nick? He's thinking.
You know what? I loved it. It was good. It's a good show. It's a fucking good show. You know? What is there to say, man? I really liked most of the things in this show. The characters were great. The stories were great. There were no lightsabers.
That was lame, actually.
Fuck you. There was like no talk of the Force. It was all about fucking infiltration, spy, also just a guy trying to survive, doing his best to like live, and people are just getting in his way and fucking shit up for him. I really like this show. And there's like some love interest that's like kind of happens but also doesn't really happen, but at the end you're like, oh shit, is this gonna happen? And then they leave it up and you're like, oh man, I like the show a lot. I give this show like a 9.5 out of 10. I know we don't do ratings on this channel, but you know, I had to say it.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't hold back. What did you think of the show?
All right, brother, let me tell you something.
Brother.
Let me fucking tell you something, all right?
Oh no.
I had been putting this show off because let me be frank.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Frank.
Let me be frank here, okay? I've been feeling I've been feeling down on Star Wars, okay?
That's fair.
Not that like anything's been like particularly like fucking terrible with Star Wars, like, you know, aside from like episode 9. I've thought everything has been. I also really didn't like Boba Fett, but like even Mandalorian, it's been like I like it, you know, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it just didn't, you know, like didn't tease the nips the way I wanted it to, you know.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I'd been putting this show off. I knew we were doing the spoiler cast though, and I was like, all right, I gotta watch it now. I sat down and watched this baby. This show's fucking incredible, dude. Oh my god.
It's good, dude.
It is so fucking good. All right, let me say this real quick. I'm just gonna put this little caveat right at the top, okay? Because this is like a personal gripe that I have with like, and I said it when I watched the Batman as well. But I still loved the Batman. It's like one of my favorite movies of the year. But I said this before the Batman thing I did, and I'll say it here too. It just kind of sucks that like a kid isn't gonna watch this and be like, I love Star Wars now, you know?
Right? No,
and
it
wasn't made for that.
It's not for them.
No, it's not. It's not. But Star Wars should be. That's why I'm saying like I'm just putting this little caveat right at the top, because it is sort of like, man, you know. But
kids can't have everything. You know,
they can.
Like I feel like there's plenty of Star Wars. Like this is a show you grow into, right?
Right.
It's like this isn't for you. You may like there's nothing flashy about this show. No. So you may like it. You probably won't understand it, but yeah.
No,
anyway,
there's
go
nothing.
ahead.
Yeah, this show is very much like way fucking like darker and more grounded, and you know, it feels like an HBO show is what it feels like. It feels like if they premiered this on HBO, I'd be like, yes, HBO made a fucking Star Wars, and it's great. I love like every fucking character. Although I will say like there are like a lot of characters.
There
S-
are a lot
and
of characters.
sometimes I'm watching an episode of this show and my eyes just glaze over like what the and then I
Yeah,
have to like rewind a
who is
second. I'm like,
this?
oh, okay, I'm back in.
Right. Yeah.
Uh
No, yeah, I there's like that scene where you see I think her name's Vel or Val.
Val, yeah.
The time you see her not in her like
Yeah, that blew my mind. I was like,
undercover, I'm like, who is this lady? Oh, it's that lady, like that kind of thing. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this show. There's oh god, it's so fucking good, man. And
Mm,
like before I watched it, I'm like Andor, Andor. Why
mm-hmm.
Andor? And I still don't agree with the title of the show, but
It well, it's fine.
he's not even the most interesting part of the show. I don't
He's
think
probably the least interesting part of the show.
he
Like
is.
he does a great job. Like I like him as a character and as an actor,
Yeah, he's important
but
for sure.
like he is kind of plot B for everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody in the show is like, we're focusing on this, and this is what we're focusing on. And Andor's just kind of like doing his own thing.
it's like I'm in prison now.
I'm in prison now. That just kind of glazes over. Like he's looking for his sister at the beginning. That's also glazed over. It's like there's a lot of things that Andor sets out to do that never really happens because like the show's not really about him. It's about like the start of a revolution. And I don't think it's actually about the title. I don't think comes from Cassian Andor. I think it comes from his mom.
Oh, good one. Except season 2.
Well, then it would be him, right?
I guess.
Because he's still Andor, right? So I, man, I like this show a lot, and the more I think about it, it's like, man, it's pretty good. Like, oh man,
It's
it's
fucking amazing. Like if it was like if this whole show was just fucking Mon Mothma shit, I'd be
mhm,
so into it. Like still, like that shit was
yeah,
so fucking like I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen with her? Like I was there's so many great moments of like tension in this show.
uh-huh.
Like, oh my god, like the end when the funeral's happening, like you're just like on the edge of
Oh
your
yeah,
seat,
you're
like
like,
what the
oh
fuck
shit,
is gonna
what's
happen?
gonna happen?
And then
Yeah,
that fucking speech, oh my god, it was so fucking good, man.
mhm.
And the cute little fucking robot dog that everyone fucking loves that man.
Yeah,
He's so
yeah, that is
cute,
true.
so endearing. I mean, Solo kind of like ruined bots, so you might as well just go with it, you know? Robots are fucking sentient now, whatever.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah.
I guess we're just going with that. But god damn, I just fucking love that shit. And it ended. I think it ended so perfectly, knowing that there's a season 2 coming. With
Hmm.
like, oh, what's gonna happen next for all of these people? You know, like I am so
Hmm.
excited to see what's gonna happen with Andor and Luthen. You know,
Oh, yeah.
and what's gonna happen with all of his buddies on that ship? Like, are we gonna see them again? Probably, but like, I love that there's that moment where they're like, I don't know if we're gonna fucking see. Well, he's like, we're gonna see each other again. She's like, yeah, yeah, he'll find us. And it kind of looks at him. The camera pans on him, and he's like, I don't know. Like we might
Yeah,
not.
he's so unsure.
Yeah,
Well, it makes it up for it with the final scene, and you're like, oh, okay. Well, that's why he was so unsure,
yeah, because he thought he
right?
might die. Yeah,
Yeah, he was just kind of over it. He was like, I'm so sick of running, you know. So kill me or fucking take me, because and that's such a perfect like introduction.
well, and I think he was also like, you could just fucking kill me. Leave my friends alone. Like
Right. Hmm. Well,
don't
that too. Yeah.
don't fucking mess with them anymore. Just take me out if you're gonna do it.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. And Luthen is like the perfect like spy backup guy, like
Yeah,
man
yeah.
behind the chair kind of guy, because that fucking scene where he takes on that satellite dish Death Star or
Oh,
Star
so
Destroyer
sick, dude.
was like, what the fuck? What the absolute fuck? It was so fucking cool.
I was sitting there like, how could? And then I was like, wait, he is fucking rich, right? Like, so he would have like a decked out ship, but could the man is fucking Bruce Wayne essentially, you
Yeah,
know?
it pretty much is. Yeah, honestly, yeah, and he's got like all the fucking money that you could, anything you could do with it. So yeah,
I love the fact that he wears a wig in his day to day life.
yeah.
He takes the
I
wig
mean,
off when he's
oh,
talking to people.
it's kind of interesting. Like, who is he lying to? You know, it's like it's like what is it's more questions than anything, right? Because it's he puts the wig on in his day to day life, and you're like, well, who? Why is he wearing a wig? Is he like hiding it from the chick that works with him? I forget her name or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like, is it just like I don't know. It's so
Well,
hard. Like,
I
there's
think
so
it's
many layers to it.
I think it's because in the first 2 or 3 episodes or whatever, when you first see him,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets kind of spotted, but people are like, he's an older guy with short hair, and then Luthen has long hair, so it's like he's out. It's not him, and that
Right.
that's why he does it. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, so then he doesn't get recognized easily. It's a disguise.
Yeah.
He's like fucking
But
Superman.
his disguise is his actual self.
I you know I have read studies because I read a lot of studies,
Uh-huh.
Nick. I'm
Yes,
out
I know
here
you do.
reading
Yes.
studies left and right,
Mhm.
where people do think that like one of your most identifying features is your hair.
Oh yeah, because people look at your hair first.
Yeah, because then like when I shave my head off, like I used to have really long hair. If I was walking down the street after that, I bet a lot of people would be like, wouldn't even look
Oh
twice
yeah.
at me.
Oh
So,
yeah. And if you put glasses on your face, it's over.
oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, it's pretty effective, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, oh man, and I love the fact that they like really look into like the officers and stuff.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
the imperial officers, like with the 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 fucking MAGA cop guy and
You know what?
the creepy guy who stalks
I
the.
fucking I fucking root for that dude. Though.
No, come
Like,
on, he's creepy as
yeah,
hell, dude.
he's creepy as hell, but I want them to get together. I want him to
They
like
did have a
fucking.
moment at the end there.
They
You're like,
had that
whoa.
fucking moment. They had a couple of moments where she's like, "Get off of me," and he's like, "All right," and he like backs down. But if he said, "I won't," then she'd be like, "Oh, come here, you fucking creep," you know?
I don't know. I thought he was creepy until that last scene. Then you're like, oh, maybe they are vibing, I guess. I thought it would have been interesting if, like, she still was like, fuck you, like, after he saved her,
Mm.
you know? But,
But I'm glad that they left that in the air for us to
oh,
speculate.
yeah, we're going to see what happens with them
Mm-hmm.
to come up.
Because I really enjoyed their relationship. I also rooted for her a lot too.
Yeah, oddly, yeah, because you're like, she's right, but also not for the right reasons.
Right, yeah.
Because she's
Yeah, you
like,
kind of root for the bad guy, and it's like she wins that argument with the other officer, and she like tries to take over his section or whatever the fuck, and he's like, I'm gonna bring this to the board, and then he brings it to the board, and the guy's like, no, it's her thing now, and it's like, fuck yeah, fuck you, guy, and then you're like, wait, what a minute, wait, hold on, I'm rooting for the bad guys.
yeah, it's kind of weird because, yeah, both of them, the lady whose name is just totally escaping me right now. And Cyril, is that the guy's name?
Cyril, yeah, the creepy guys, Cyril.
They both were like the only ones who are starting to like identify like, hey, there's a rebellion being formed here and we should probably like take action. And the rest of the empire is like, we're fine. And
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, man, just the way it plays out is just, I was not expecting this sort of
No,
like
no, not at all.
origin of the rebellion sort of. And like even the stuff with Saw Gerrera
Yeah.
uh was so fascinating to me, and like I loved the conversations they had about like, hey, aren't you sick of fighting with people who agree with you? You know, like I love that
Yeah.
shit. And he goes into like all these different factions and stuff, and he's like, where do you stand? And he's like, why does it matter? Like we
Yeah.
all are trying to fight for the same thing here.
Yeah.
Um really interesting. And like the parallels to real life are just
Hmm.
unreal. Like especially like when you look at Mothma
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And like her relationship with her husband, and like
Hmm.
just watching her husband become like a fucking, QAnoner. And,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
super engaging and super interesting. And then like at the end when she had to basically sacrifice her fucking daughter to like marry
So,
this
yeah.
fucking kid, like it's
Well,
so
it was an
fucked, man.
introduction. It was an introduction.
Yeah, but we know,
Yeah,
like,
we know.
like it's so fucked, and like you feel like shit after that, I bet. So it's like
Oh yeah.
I'm setting my daughter up with like
But to
fucking,
be fair, her daughter's a fucking shithead.
but she's a
So
kid,
yeah, but she's a shithead.
But like look at her dad and like the environment she grows up in. Like of course she's a shithead. It makes me think of that movie Jojo Rabbit,
Yeah.
like the kid loves the Nazis or whatever, but it's just because he's a
Hmm.
kid. He doesn't know any better.
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah, it just sucks.
Yeah.
And Mon Mothma, she can't be like the mom she wants to be, because her life. If you notice throughout the show, the whole time it's always like, hey, daughter, why don't you just fucking go with go do something else, Like every time the daughter shows up, she's like, just fucking leave me alone. Go
Yeah.
away. And then at the
Well,
end,
because
you see like what that turns into.
her daughter's like um fucking MAGA, right? Her
Yeah.
daughter's turning into this fucking crazy imperial loving child, and she is fighting against the Imperials, but she can't say anything because then the person in her house will rat her out, and she can't trust her husband because they like she doesn't know what his whole thing is. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. I Man, it's so good. And even the prison stuff was just like all these like little moments of like uh rebellion that start to form the actual rebellion.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
feel like it's gonna finally come together in that second season, and I'm like so excited to see how these threads like kind of come together, especially hearing that next season we're gonna be like doing a lot of time skips and stuff. So we're gonna see like what happens with Mon Mothma's daughter growing up, marrying that kid probably, and then like what's up with all these prisoners and stuff. Like, do they come back? Like, I don't know. There's just so much.
Yeah.
There's so much there unanswered, and I'm like so fucking intrigued by it. I don't know. I haven't been this intrigued by a fucking Disney anything. You know, like
Yeah.
any of these
100%.
Disney shit. Like this is the best Disney show. Period. Like
It's
including the
really good.
Marvel ones. Like period. This is the best one. I don't know if
It
it's just
is.
because like I finished it last night, but like this shit, it felt like a real show, and like the 12 episodes really helps. The fact that
Hmm.
we could just have shots where it just like lingers on someone's face, and I could just like they can just act, and we're
Yeah.
not quickly moving
Hmm.
on to the next thing, and you
Yeah.
know,
It is. It is probably. Well, I don't want to say the best Disney show because I do like The Mandalorian a little more than this show
oh,
in terms of style.
okay.
But this show is really good. It's up there with it for sure.
I I also got to say, with Mandalorian, I know one thing that you really like about Mandalorian as well as me is Ludwig Göransson or whatever. his soundtrack.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I gotta say, I don't know who did the soundtrack to this show, but it
Mm-hmm.
was fucking amazing. I
It's so good.
loved the soundtrack.
It's really good.
I'm looking it up now.
Look it up.
Let's give this man some fucking credit.
Give this man some fucking credit. God damn it.
Score. Like that the fucking end, dude, with the funeral and like
Mm-hmm.
the song that they're playing while they're walking, like the marching band, it's so good.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking three fucking six flutes or whatever. All the flutes connected together is fucking sick.
Yeah, dude. Nicholas Britell.
Okay.
He did the score. And
Nicholas Bertel, you got it.
he's real good. He did great. I loved it.
Yeah, it was really good.
I also like I love that it didn't sound like Star Wars, you know, it was like its own thing. Um
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
still
no,
like
it did.
orchestral, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
They got it right in this one. They got it right.
Yeah. I'd say the biggest problem I have with the show is just the fact that the first few episodes it's kind of slow. Those first 2 episodes, I would say.
Yeah, but I think that's why they released it in 3,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because then that third episode happens and you're like, "Oh, okay. All right."
Yeah.
It does really feel like that's the start of the show, you know, is episode 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
I wish there were more aliens.
That's true.
There were some like cool aliens, like the doctor with like the 4 arms and stuff. That was pretty cool. Or
Yeah. We
those-
didn't get to see they showed it in the trailers, but we didn't get to see the little guy. Hey!
Babu Freak?
Babu Freak.
Was
he was not
in the
there.
trailer?
He was in the trailer,
Oh man.
but he was not in the show for some reason.
Maybe he'll be in season 2.
Maybe.
Man, Babu Freak is like fucking old as fuck, huh?
Well, yeah, I fucking guess so.
Because he's in like episode 9. Which
Yeah,
is
he's
like,
in episode 9.
just like 40
You're
years
absolutely
after
right.
this shit.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. I also like those alien guys, the guys that like catch Cassian and that other prisoner guy. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna, is that right, Letty?" And Letty's like, yep, or whatever.
Oh, yeah. When they're running away and they
Like,
get
we gotta, you know, they're always blaming it on the Empire.
yeah.
Is that
those
right,
guys were
Letty?
cool.
Yep.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Yeah, I like those guys. Those guys were cool.
Those guys were cool. And then the whole prison sequence was fantastic.
Yeah.
I wish do you think that's how Snoke happens? You know?
You think his character is actually Snoke?
Is actually Snoke still? Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't that be fucking crazy?
What's his name? Fucking the actor Andy Serkis. That's his name.
Circus, yeah.
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 Yeah, it was interesting that Andy Serkis showed up. It's like, hey, you're
Yeah.
already in Star Wars, you cheater. You big
Yeah.
cheater.
Well, it's not the first time, and we've pointed it out. Oh no, that was Marvel.
Yeah. Gemma
Yeah.
Chan was
Gemma Chan's got 2 characters in the MCU. So,
yeah.
you know,
Andy Serkis gets a pass. He'll probably play more characters mocapped.
I mean, also fucking Warwick Davis is every goddamn character, every
Yeah.
short character. So it's kind of hard to say Andy Serkis can't be 2 people,
But
one of which is full digital.
But he's 2 like significant characters, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad. I thought he was great. In this
He's
show,
in
right?
2 episodes, you know. 3
He's-
episodes.
But he's like a key part of those episodes for sure.
Yeah.
And like I loved the arc of his character. Like the story they were able to tell with Andy Serkis's character from
Mhm.
him being like, I'm the guy that runs this place and I'm gonna get out of here, to being like
Yeah,
the head of the rebellion at the end.
we need to get out of here. Yeah,
That was just
absolutely.
so fucking good, man. I loved that. Um, I loved Luthen. That's his name, right? Luthen.
Luthen. Yeah.
Just he has a fucking way about him as an actor that, like, when he's on screen, you're just like, I want to know what this guy's gonna do. You know, he's just so
Yeah.
fucking good. Like, just from
Yeah.
that first moment, I think it's episode 2 where you see him for a brief second at the end of the episode, and then the
Hmm.
episode ends, and you're like, I want to see more of that guy. What's going on
Yeah.
with that guy?
Hmm. Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the way these things are, like, they're loosely connected, but they're all like sort of threaded together to where at the end it all just sort of crashes. It's so fucking good, man.
So good. It is very good.
God
And
damn.
I wish it got more love because it deserves it.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned after because this show, I don't, I would give it a little bit of time. Maybe people will catch on. Maybe people will watch it over time. But like,
Maybe after watching this.
yeah, after watching this fucking spoiler cast, I'm gonna be like, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. I'm watching it. Um, but I'm hoping that, like, Disney doesn't look at this as like a huge failure, and so now they're gonna start meddling with season 2.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
that would be really upsetting. I hope they just let them do what they want to do, because you could
Hmm.
feel that with this show, that they were just like, hey, Tony Gilroy, you saved our ass with fucking Rogue One.
Yeah.
Just do what you want, and you
Just keep
feel it.
going.
You
Yeah.
feel it in the show that it's not like, this is definitely a vision of a guy who, like, and you could just tell all the actors are like fully on board too. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
100%.
Um,
Anyway.
Also, interestingly, like, Gareth Edwards, who directed Rogue One, his name
Mhm.
not anywhere to be found on the credits of this, and not even as like a producer or whatever, because normally they'll give like producer credits to like the guy who created the character or whatever,
Uh-huh.
but not for Gareth Edwards. And the rumor with Gareth Edwards was like he didn't even direct most of that movie, and it all fell apart. And actually,
Hmm.
Tony Gilroy directed most of Rogue One. And to me, this sort of confirms that, yeah, he did sort of direct up most of Rogue One. And recently in an interview I saw with Tony Gilroy, someone was like, so how much of Rogue One did you end up directing? And he's like, listen, I still work for Disney, and like, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say.
Mhm.
So I just not gonna say anything. So it's like, yeah, you directed it, got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise he would have been like, no, it was all Gareth, But yeah, kind of interesting. Any thoughts? What do you think? What, you got anything to say?
No,
I feel
I
like
think we should.
I feel like I've been
I think
rambling a lot here.
no. I mean, we've been going back and forth. I feel like we've had a good back and forth.
Yeah.
But I think it is time to put this bitch on the rank.
All right. Let me see if I can get this to work here. Let's see.
All right.
I'm gonna need you.
do what you.
I'm gonna need you to write it though. Okay, we got it up here.
I can write it. I gotta pull it up, but I can write it.
All right. While you're pulling it up, I will read this off. I can't
Well, I'm
believe. I can't.
pulling it out.
I
Oh,
can't.
sorry.
I can't believe this list right now. What am I reading? This is unbelievable. I can't.
You can't believe this list.
I can't believe this fucking list.
We
All right.
made it together, bro. We
No.
made it together, bro.
Empire Strikes Back is number 2.
Yeah, that's how it is.
All right. Here we go. This is our live action Star Wars ranking list. All right. Oh, wait. Hold on 1 sec. Boop, 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 boop. we got
Who's that?
we got a special report here, Nick.
Got a bulletin?
We got a special presentation right here for you, Nick. All right.
Okay.
Boop boop
Okay.
boop boop boop. Special presentation hosted by me, Jake Woods. I watched
Wow.
fucking Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, bro.
Uh-huh.
This is
And
this is how I'm doing these special presentations now. I'm just throwing them
just
in.
interrupting an entirely
Yeah,
different
just-
show. This is how it's the Jake universe. This
Yeah.
is Jake.
This is
Yeah.
a special presentation, all right? And I can't wait till the next Marvel thing because that's not till February. And then, so, all right.
All right.
Guardians
Lord.
holiday special. It's very
Mhm.
funny. It's very
Is it?
stupid. It's worth watching.
Okay.
It looks like it had a shoestring budget because it probably did. What I heard is James Gunn just filmed it like on off
his
time.
phone. Oh.
While they were filming Guardians 3. They're like, hey,
Okay.
after we shoot this, you want to come over here and shoot this thing for the holiday special? And Groot looks really weird, and I love that. And Rocket finally got Bucky's arm, so that's cool.
Wow, spoilers.
Yeah, a little bit of a spoiler there for you.
Wow.
A little spoiler
Okay.
there for you.
Is it worth the watch?
It's worth the watch. I think it's cute. It's only like 40 minutes. So,
Okay.
yeah. It's pretty dumb, but like also very funny. That's it. All right, let's rank these. Boop, 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 boop. That's been our special presentation. Boop, 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 boop.
Excellent. Excellent.
I had been planning on doing that this whole fucking time, and I totally forgot. All right. Oh shit. Okay, at number 1, it's the Mandalorian season 1. At number 2, episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. Number 3, episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Number 4, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Number 5, episode 4, A New Hope. Number 6, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Number 7, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Number 8, Solo, A Star Wars Story. Number 9, episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Number 10, episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Okay, looking at this list, Nick.
Yep.
I'm
It's your turn.
looking at
It is.
this list, not my personal list,
Our list. Yes.
our group list. I want it
Yes.
at number 1.
You wanted it number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because like personally, I'd put like Empire and Return above it, but like, who am I? Who the fuck am I?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, this is how we do,
Dude.
right?
Oh, I was reading Rogue One, A Star Wars. I thought that was Obi-Wan Kenobi for a second. I was like, no fucking way that's that high. No, that's fine.
Yeah. No.
Man,
I don't know, man. This list is pretty good.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's pretty good. I like this list.
Yeah, I loved Andor, dude, and I can't wait for season 2. I hope they don't fuck it up.
I can't believe it took you this long, because you watched the first 3 episodes like a while ago, and then you didn't get back to it until like last night.
Yeah, well, I started it up a little bit like on Wednesday, and then I've been slowly piecing it out till last night. I watched like 5 episodes. Yeah, I loved it, dude. It's fucking amazing. That's
Excellent.
some of the best fucking Star Wars. It's the best Star War, according to our list.
According to our list so far, it's the
So
best
far.
Star Wars.
So far, we'll see. We'll see. We got a few things to go. Season 2 of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9. I think that's it.
I
Is
think
that it?
that's all of them. Yeah. I'm sure
There's
we
a
could-
lot less Star Wars than there is Marvel.
Oh yeah, we're almost done with Star Wars. I think we could get
That is-
most of that done in January.
That's I don't know. That's asking for it. That's a whole 2 shows.
Yeah,
and
that's
3
true.
movies.
We
like,
could at least do Mando in January.
There's also going to be an Ahsoka thing coming out soon
Oh,
or
for real?
whatever.
When's that come out?
I don't know, but it's soon.
Oh shit.
Like it's either going to be the next thing or the thing after the next thing. So
Yeah, I don't know what the next shows are. Like, I don't know what the next Star
I don't know.
War or next Marvel shows there are.
Yeah, I don't know.
What would be the next Marvel show? Would it be Secret Wars? The Secret Invasion or whatever?
Secret Wars.
The Sam Jackson thing that's
Yeah, that's Secret Wars. I don't know.
I think it's called Secret Invasion. Secret Wars is I think the
Oh,
Avengers
the
movie.
movie Disney Plus shows. Let's see. Uh, uh, coming soon. Coming soon. Secret Invasion.
I was right. I fucking nailed it.
Ironheart.
Oh yeah.
Echo.
Oh yeah.
Agatha.
Oh
Coven of
yeah.
Chaos.
Oh.
Star Wars Skeleton Crew, but I think that's animated.
I don't think that is animated actually.
Daredevil.
I think Skeleton Crew is an actual show, right? Like a live action one?
I don't know. Here we go. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Yep, we got that one.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Star Wars: The Bad Batch Season 2. Mandalorian Season 3 would be the next thing in February.
Oh, that's coming out in February?
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, we gotta watch Season 2 in January then.
I know. Secret Invasion is spring 2023. I don't know if Ironheart is Marvel Ironheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And that comes out
Good to see some more fucking Riri Williams.
And we got Agatha. So yeah, so Mandalorian is the next thing.
Yeah, because we were supposed to get the Don Cheadle show. Don Cheadle. What was that called? The Armored Wars.
Armored Wars. Yeah.
But then they changed that. They're gonna make that an actual movie now.
It's a movie now. Yeah.
So
that's cool. Good for him.
Good job, Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
That's true. You can't Disney Plus Don Cheadle. Even though he was in Falcon Winter Soldier for one scene.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's good. I like him.
Dude, I was thinking, it's Christmas time, and I was thinking about Hawkeye again.
Uh-huh.
I liked that show. I liked that.
I liked it.
I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our spoiler cast.
Yeah.
Got a little distracted there at the end, but who cares? Who cares? We're just having fun out here. Just having a good time. Andor rules. Is amazing. Dude, I'm so glad. I'm glad we do this show because I probably wouldn't have fucking watched it.
I'm glad you watched it because, damn.
Yeah, because it took everything in me to watch Boba Fett, and I watched it, and I was like, damn, why did I watch this?
Why did I watch this? But yeah, no, I get it. It's you gotta watch it because it's bad or it's good.
That's why
it could be either way, and Star Wars has been like that. Mandalorian, good. Sequels, bad. Boba Fett, bad. Andor, good. It doesn't seem to be a middling ground, kind of like how Marvel is right now, where all the shows are like, yeah, that's good.
They're all kind of mid, yeah.
Yeah. So.
They all are, man. I hope they take some notes from Andor and do something interesting.
I agree.
Yeah, we'll see.
I agree.
I can't imagine an Ironheart show being good though.
We shall see. I can't imagine it being good either.
Or like Agatha, Agatha's fun in WandaVision, but the only saving grace of that Agatha show is that I heard Aubrey Plaza's in it. I'm like, okay, I like Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, but she always plays Aubrey Plaza.
That's not true, dude. Did you watch Legion? Oh my god.
No, I didn't watch Legion.
She's so fucking good in that show. It's amazing. That's also an X-Men show.
Everything that I've seen is with her. It's always she's got the Ryan Reynolds syndrome. You know,
So
she can't.
Legion is about Professor X's son.
Right, he's got
but he's like schizophrenic and like
schizophrenic, yeah.
And he's like in this institution, and like Aubrey Plaza is like in his
the
brain.
Doctor.
Like she's, I mean, kind of spoilers. So
yeah,
but yeah,
that's fine.
She kind of turns into the bad guy. She's amazing in that show. You should definitely watch it.
I've heard it's really good.
It's so fucking good. That's the one thing I'm like sad about, like Fox acquiring or Disney acquiring Fox, is like Fox did take some more risks than Disney, I think, with some of the stuff they did.
Right.
Like Disney would never make Logan, you know? Disney would never make Legion.
Well, they could. They're bringing back Daredevil.
That's true.
So
like Disney would never.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We can't say.
Disney would never make like Netflix's Daredevil though. They had to give that to someone else to make that shit.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of giving everything to everyone else though, right?
Not really.
Okay.
Andor is like the closest I feel we've gotten to that in a long time.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like there are scenes in Andor where like a dude gets fucking shot, and it's just like, hey, let's just leave the camera on this dead man for a while.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And they do that a few times where you like see a dude die, and then it just lingers on that dead guy, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it kind of makes you uncomfortable a little bit.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, kids can't watch this shit. Oh my God.
But kids want to watch that shit.
I feel
anyway,
like they just squeaked by that, not TVMA, I think.
Yeah, I guess. It's just a man's face.
Yeah. Needed more boobs, though, in the show.
True.
Anyway.
Very true.
No, I will talk to you later, sir.
All right. Adios, my friend.